Okay, so we got the JP Dokkan data download. Let me actually lower this a bit. And into Goku Black's EZA is finally in the game. Kind of, not officially in the game, but you know, he is in the game just the data download. And he seems like he's going to be very bad, but we're going to see what this guy could potentially cook. So again, we have the Super Saiyan transforming Rose Goku Black here. We do know his transformation condition changed. Again, that's something that I know a lot of people didn't know from the original thing, but his transformation condition is turn 4 when HP is 60% or above. And that's starter battle too. So if you wanted, you could float. You can get him on like the second rotation. You can transform instantly, right? But we'll see what this guy is able to do here. We could get all of his links active here turn 1. So let's see. What is this guy cooking like? 224k defense. So he stacks 50% defense on super attack. So once he super attacks, he gets 300k defense with 50% supports and all of his links activated. Now let's take away Cold Judgments. 188k defense, which means that he's stacking 90k. So he's going to be under 300k defense after his super with 50% support here. So we'll go ahead and get this. Now, this Goku Black does get additional attacks when you're facing a super class enemy, but we're not going to actually take a look at that. The reason why, obviously, is because, guess what? There's no super class enemies. Oh, look at that. What is that? 4.6 million attack stat? Oh, man. He's, he's taking attacks. So he gets 10% crit chance with each attack he receives. That goes up to a 40% chance to crit. So, you know, over time he'll build up some extra crit chance, sure. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how he may look like on turn 4. I guess that could be really important. Now, he does have the opportunity to get an extra 30% defense from his passive. We'll just go ahead and we'll finish things off with the Zamasus here. But you can get up to another 30% defense on his second turn with his passive. And then he also could build up to 120% attack. So he can get up to 6 turns of attack built up in his base form. But I think it's really good that he is a 4th turn transformation character. Being able to get Rose out really quickly will be helpful. Because with Rose, he does get an additional that's guaranteed, and then it has a high chance to become a super attack. Whilst the main issue with this guy, before he transforms, he can do a 2 additional attack that has a high chance to become a super, but that's only against a super class enemy. So if you're not against a super class enemy, you're not getting that. This time we'll push Rose off, the Esther Rose here. So he's at 300k defense, and again, so what we know, he's basically stacking around 90k defense on the same turn. No, it should be a little higher, actually. So he should be over 400k, but this is like, you know, with 50% Esther Rose support, man. And what kind of attacks that he's doing? 5.3. No, he's just bad. The base from Goku Black is unrunnable. I don't know what to say. You guys saw the thumbnail where he looks like a clown. He's actually just unrunnable. Double super is helpful, though. If you do get additionals with this guy, that is pretty big. Because at this point, now he's at 500k defense. But that's still very bad. Like, even on turn 3 with 50% defense support that you won't be getting. Like, if this guy doesn't have support, he's, like, still under 500k defense, likely. Maybe even lower. If he was getting those, like, I feel like quad supers turn 1, and then he quad supers again on this turn. Like, his defense could actually get to reasonably high levels even. But that's not happening. Like, super class enemy. We'll see what that Sword of Hope Trunks difficult event is going to be like, but I would assume it's just going to be a one like phase event like the other events in that same event. Well, how do I explain it? The other stages in that same event. The one with like the Esther Vegeta Blue, the Eijo Zamasu. We're getting 2 new stages of that. There's going to be a Fusion Zamasu stage, and there's going to be a Sword of Hope Trunks stage. So the issue, obviously, is the fact that we may literally, like, how do I explain it? He could just be one phase stage, which is bad for this guy, obviously. Oh, why is it bad for him? Because of the fact that he can't, like, get his stacks off in, like, those one phase fights. Alright, so we transform with them. We're above 60% HP, which I don't know how common that's going to be above an HP threshold. I feel like above 60% HP is not like the worst condition ever, but I don't know. So, he does lose Cold Judgment, and he does lose Fear and Faith, I believe, for Kamehameha and then Super Saiyan. So, right here, he's at 579k. I mean, in a scenario like this, once he super attacks and potentially gets some stacks off, he would be able to take normals. I think in some of the harder content, Gowasu and Zamasu is definitely a unit you could run, but like, you know, Tech Goku Black and Zamasu, I'm not really too sure. You could obviously link them up with some other characters, right? But we're just using this character because they share a bunch of links together. And we'll obviously have the STR Rose Goku Black come back around, so I'm link. If we're talking about his linking partners, like again, obviously you could use them with Agil Zamasu's EZA, the Tech Fusion Zamasu, right? Those are a lot of good linking partners for him. I didn't actually look at his attack stat, my bad. But he does now when he's in Rose Goku Black. Well, he has a 50% chance to crit. I mean, so he did what? Basically like 7 mil to another 7 mil. Okay, how do I explain it? So now he gets 250% attack and 150% defense. High chance to crits. Plus an additional 10% attack with each attack performed up to 50%. He does support Extreme Class Allies Key 3 and 30% attack. And obviously he launches into attack, which has a high chance to become a super, which we did get off. And then if he is a super class enemy, he does another additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack, right? So, sure, right? You know, he can potentially, like, again, if you're able to get the stacks with this guy, he'll be fine. But his base form is so bad. His base form is so bad. And it's like, his attack stats, like, you know, you could get like a 7 mil and then a normal, or maybe you can get double 7 mil. That is actually also with 30% offense support, by the way, because Gowasu and Zamasu do give 30% attack if you're facing if you have a full Realm of Gods rotation. I don't know. Do we even kill here? We barely might not kill in this specific turn, which would suck. We would need Rose to get a crit or something on this turn. I actually really want this Rose to crit. That'd be pretty awesome. Please crit, buddy. No, he didn't even kill with the crit. Oh my goodness. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, we'll get 2 extra rotations here, then we'll kind of call it. So let's see. So again, they don't get prepared for battle here, so we'll get prepared for battle. 633k without support. And this is what, turn 7? I mean, so if you don't have support on rotation with this unit, he's like not even like cracking 600k like on turn 5. And then keep in mind with Rose, we technically got an extra stack from the base form. This he's like, at this point he's like okay. And it's turn 7 and he's looking okay. You know, like Omega 7.8 mil with a high chance to crit, that's like okay. That's like a solid, like at most, right? If he gets a lot of these additionals, maybe. And next turn is going to be turn 9. Maybe turn 9 he'll cook. Guys, turn 9 God Gamer. Woo! Yes, sir. We love turn 9 God Gamers. What do I even do here? I don't, let's just do this. Whatever. It's fine. I just don't see what they were going with this guy. Like, again, he's like okay, right? You know, but like these fights are so short, so it's like, you know, sure, we could take him into a long event like Omega. Maybe I think against Omega, maybe he'll be okay. Maybe, I mean, even like the Omega AoEs after Omega super attacks, they hit for like what, almost 700k normals. Like he wouldn't even be able to tank those. Like, by the time we, like, no way. And then he's in, so he does more damage against Omega, so he can't even stall. I just, you guys see the issue with this guy, right? I'm sure you guys clearly see the issue with him. But let's see, he's going to be really max juiced out on this specific turn here. We'll just do this. We'll keep it exactly like this, actually. Okay, this is going to be good. Luckily, I didn't have any items, so 868k. And yeah, I don't know. He's supporting. And then keep in mind, maybe sometimes you might not even get to Rose because you have an HP restriction. Like we're on turn 9 and he's not even cracked. Well, again, we couldn't get the extra additional, but He's not even cracking 900k with 50% support on turn 9 as a stacker like that. Like Tech Trunks by turn 9, he's probably cracking over mill defense, right? I mean, he might do a pretty nice attack stat right here, considering he could do a lot of additionals. Yeah, like a 11 mil attack stat right there with a 50% chance to crit, and then he could do 2 of these. Like, that is where I'm like, okay, he looks nice there, right? For sure. If he's doing 2 of these, but then we get a normal. And then watch him get super attacked, and he's going to take, well, he probably will take a lot of damage from it because he's type disadvantage, right? No super attack. I mean, at this point, he could definitely take normals, but, like, you're not running Esther or Rose. I hope this doesn't kill, so we can look at him at the end screen right here. Yeah, I don't know. He just sucks. Especially the base form. It's like, I'm paying attention to most, like, the first 5 turns where he's just, like, bad. Right, you know, like this unit right here is terrible, and you have to sit through at least one, like even just one turn of this guy, like gets you killed. Like he gets hit at all, you're taking like 400k minimum on a normal against an extreme class enemy. And then you know this guy, you get him out, and he's like at 400, 500k defense. He's not even like tanking normal sometimes. Like, in a lot of situations, like, he's not taking normals. Like, against that Rose boss, he might not even take normal sometimes. Against Tech Goku Black and Zamasu, luckily he's type advantage. But, like, what about this new Fusion Zamasu boss? I don't know. I don't see where they're going with this guy. Even if he's good against that specific Trunks boss. Like, we need, like, a new, longer event. Hopefully that's a Zamasu event's that. I don't know for sure, but... yeah, he's bad. He's bad. I mean, again, like, when he's, like, fully built up, you know, like, oh my goodness, after 9-10 turns, he stacks up to, like, 1,000,000 rush defense. Wow! But, like, these units have to be good early on. Like, especially recently. The only long event that's hard right now is Mecha. Everything else is 5 turns. So, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you next time. Peace.